Tomahawk? The lasers? No way. Oh, really? Okay, I guess so. You were making some really good positional decisions that I did like. When you were trapped on the platform, that's twice now. One time on the right, you really took your time to get down, which is good. And then also in that situation that you got off to the left, got down into like a ledge trapping position, then just ran back into neutral, which is totally fine. Actually, that's what I would like to see you do. I was trying to catch your jump, and like do like a full hop back here to catch you jumping off the platform. So it's good that you're not giving into that kind of stuff. The one thing I do want to see you do a little bit more though, since I'm not interacting quite as much, is if you are down, you definitely don't have to just run and hold forward and like go for dash attacks and jump on me with fair and stuff like that. But if I am willing to put myself into a corner, you want to try and take advantage of the fact that I'm giving up stage to make you approach me. Okay. I'm definitely, like I said, I'm not looking to camp you. Like when we're doing games like this, I just want to see your overall play style as we go through the session, right? Like in the first game, I played much more aggressive. In this game, I slowed down a lot more just to see how you dealt with that. And if you want to get me in the corner, or if I put myself there, try and get a little bit closer. Try and catch me getting out of the corner with your back air, with your forward tilt, even if you're looking for jabs, catching me with gun, right? If I'm going to like jump and like double jump side B to try and get all the way around you, you could be going up there with a double jump up air to try and catch me. Or if you want to try and catch me early in the jump, you can go for like a full hop or double jump back air as well, if you're very confident that you think I'm going to go for it. If you're not sure if I'm going to do that or not, of course you can stay on the ground. If I side B, I'm probably going to either land center stage or on a platform, in which case I'm probably going to shield. So you can still use that to your advantage and try and make a read to get a grab and get me off stage and go for a ledge trap. So here, you don't have to approach, even though you have our sand, you don't want to waste it. If I'm not putting myself in a bad spot, you don't want to chase too hard, right? Make me work to get in, right? So if you have to slow down the game, then that's totally fine. If you feel like you want to hold forward and you have confidence in your plan, then I'm not going to stop you from that, right? But if you're trying to jump in and I'm just like, let's say doing something like this and you happen to get into a bad spot, or you waste your double jump, you end up air dodging and I get a grab, it really wasn't worth it, especially if you're up by a pretty decent amount right now, right? So we're definitely going to be talking a lot about pacing in the game too. As far as like, if you have a lead, I'll tell you right now, I have zero problem getting camped for the entire hour. If you want to camp me every single game and you win by doing that, then I'd prefer you do that. It sounds weird to hear someone say that, but as far as competitive play goes, if that's how you win, then that's how you win. And with this matchup, if we were to play it incredibly sweaty, most games end up ending around, I'd say 45 seconds left. And that's not even with us camping. That's us both playing insanely safe, right? So if you have this lead, hold it for sure. Okay?
Okay.
All right, let's keep going. I think you're dead. Oh, wow. Barely dead. Okay. Right here, you don't have to approach me. And also, don't forget, you get our send by not playing, right? If I want to play lame and waste time, that's my problem, not yours, right? Don't let the game be awkward. If I want to do this, like, all right, I got all day. If you want to win, if I want to lose like this, I should say, let me lose like this, right?
All right.
Just play defense, right? Wall me out, and if I try and get in and mess up, then that's how you get your W. Swift punish me. Good spacing, good movement. He's nice. Wave bounce that, but I understand. Oh, I could have S-smashed you right there. That would have been very sad, but also would have been very good. Okay. Oh, okay. Still alive. Good catch. Okay. It's okay. Sour spot. Dead? It's dead. Maybe? Yeah, okay. That wasn't too bad. So, one thing that I was doing there, and this is one of the things you want to try and stop me from doing too, when I'm playing from behind, if I know I'm gonna die soon, like when I was at super high percentage, like 154, 160 in that range, I was shooting lasers at you and stuff like that to try and get you to a point where if you happen to kill me, I was able to, once I came back, potentially kill you in one hit or one confirm. So of course you do want to wait to try and get your Arsene, or if you want to try and, like I said, of course, time me out and stuff like that. But if I'm going to sit back and shoot too, in a situation where I'm putting myself in the corner, like I was a little bit before there, or at the end there too, with the lasers and stuff like that, you could be doing Rebel's Guard to discourage me if I want to sit across the entire stage. Because I don't think you were. I think you're either trying to jump or shield, or just sometimes you got hit, and it's totally fine. You were jumping away with EHA quite a bit as well. And the reason, like at that point, this is like almost getting to another level of advanced play. I knew that I was going to die eventually, right? So I was like, okay, I'm going to try and tack on some cheesy damage here so that when I die and I'm at 0, I can hopefully get you killed and then maybe get a combo and try and bring it back like that. So still be very, very well aware of positioning, right? If you can't get a kill off of a single hit, or like I say, get me off stage and potentially get like a 2-frame or an S-match or something like that, if I'm willing to ledge trap myself, I'm going to feel the fear set in, especially once you have Arsene, or even if you don't, if I'm at 160%, if you catch me with a back arrow or forward tilt, I'm probably going to die. So try and play a little bit closer with your neutral. One thing I want to try and talk, or I want to talk about a little bit here before we jump into this, is the idea of camping in someone's face. And I feel like Joker does this the best in the entire game, because at this range, you have your guns, you have pivot cancel forward tilt, you have down tilt, you have back air, you have instant dash attack, and a lot of these things, especially with Arsene, they just straight up kill, right? And if you're at this range too, you can bob and weave out of my space very, very easily and very, very quickly. So if I'm going to run in and go for a grab, or go for like a side B right in front of you, or you dash out of the way and you get a catch, a grab, or a turnaround forward tilt or something like that, it's going to get me off stage, potentially get me into a bad spot, and potentially get a kill, right? If I can get, I guess, provoked to interact with you even while losing, then that's where you're going to get much more of your punishes, right? So if you're way over here and I'm over here and I'm losing and I'm just shooting at you, if you want to just Rebel's Guard and get your Arsene and then start to approach me to this point right here, right? You're not going all the way to here and get a grab, or trying to get an instant dash attack, or like go for a back air like this. You're just boxing out the stage. And eventually, if I make a mistake right here, let's say I jump in like this on your shield, I get up smashed. If I go like this, I get up smashed. If I go like this, I get up smashed. If I try and go above you because I'm scared, and especially with Arsene potentially running out, you might try and just throw something out. So that might be my, it's probably going to, I'm going to try and use that spot to get past you or reverse you so I can get some stage and continue to run away if I can. And you can try and catch like a roll or a side B or a double jump if I go like this and try and get past you. You can try and catch me there. But if you are, let's say, winning in a way over here, and I want to play like this and just shoot at you, and this is almost, we were talking about like the lower percent stuff as well, but this is at the very high extreme percents where I know that I'm basically dead anyways, and I'm almost playing corny to try and make a comeback up before I die. Don't let this situation happen, especially if there's actually a lot of time on the clock still, right? If you're up by a stock and there's like 45 seconds left and I want to do this and shoot you till the end of time, then sure, don't play. But if there's still 3.5 minutes or 4 minutes left and we're like in this situation here, try and get up to at least here. So I do get scared. I'm not going to shoot at you from right here. If you're standing right here and I'm in the corner and I shoot at you, all it takes is one jump back air and I'm dead. So I'm not shooting from here. In which case I'm probably forward tilting, shielding, trying to jump, and just try and get past you, or hopefully have you land on my shield unsafely so I can reverse you. Does that make sense?
So like around like here would be a good range to be.
It's not so much the range, it's more so where I am in respect to you. It's this distance, yes, but if I'm like putting myself in the corner, if you're, let's say, if we're in neutral and you are here and I'm right here, then you don't really have to do much. Like you can play closer than this, you can play further than this. I wouldn't put yourself in the corner. I wouldn't go over here and let me have the stage like this, right? But if let's say the roles are reversed, I'll just put you right here. If I was right here like this is where you want to be. If you have Arsene and I shoot at you right here, I'm actually stupid, because you can jump over, like I said, and come down with basically anything and I'll die, especially at the higher percent, right? It doesn't have to even be 100, whatever I was at, 150, 160. I could be at 95, and if you back air me, I'm probably dead, especially if I shoot a laser, because if you're paying attention to what my inputs are, a laser's neutral B, which means no DI, right? no DI, getting hit by back air at 95 with Arsene, I'm basically guaranteed dead. So I'm going to try and either jump past you or like hit you with something, try and box you out, try and like cheese you in some way with like a side B, maybe try and go for a grab if you're scared and shield for whatever reason, trying to bait me. If I can reverse you, or I might run up to you and go for like an up tilt and try and get a combo or something. I'm not going to do any of that stuff though if you're on the other side of the stage, right? So it's just an awareness thing as far as our percents, the time. Like this is it's almost organic as far as how you have to pay attention to everything in the game, the stocks, the time, and the percents at all times, right? That's really going to dictate your positioning, and also it's dictating how I'm playing too. So what I want to do is we're going to fight this next game. I'm going to go all the way through, and I'm going to call out some stuff while we're playing too, as far as if your positioning could use work, as far as if, let's say, you're giving me too much space, I'm going to tell you to get closer. If you're giving me, let's say you're smothering me and you don't have to, I'm going to say, like, you can do what you want to do, and if it's working, I'm not going to stop you, like, mid-combo and be like, yo, relax, because that kind of sounds a little bit corny. Be like, yo, you're really approaching a lot, meanwhile I'm getting 0 to death. Like, if that's happening, then let it happen, of course. But as far as, like, if you're whiffing forward tilts and going for dash attacks and dash grabbing, and you're in the lead and you're missing, you don't have to do that kind of stuff. All good. So right here, you have to make a comeback, but you don't gotta rush. You got tons of time, right? You can probably get Arsene 3 times at least in the rest of this game if you really play it safe. You're about to get him in like the next interaction at this point. Okay. Okay, I got lucky. I'm playing Smash 4. Okay, so good. Oh my, I'm supposed to be dead. Okay, I don't know how I didn't get hit, but I just didn't want to. Didn't shield. Didn't really bounce either. Twice. I'm bad. I'm dead. Back here. Okay. Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in, and even then, another thing too, like with that close neutral, I want you to try and play. Don't be afraid to shoot at your guns a little bit more. I think you're leaning on EHA quite a bit, and in some cases it's not bad. Like, you're not using it to the point of spamming it by any means, but there's quite a few times where you're throwing out EHA and it's just not reaching me, or it's I don't have to even reflect it or anything like that, or I'm shooting my laser at the same time and you're getting hit and I'm not. If you throw out your guns, it's also going to get me to flinch, potentially get me to panic as well. If I happen to like lose a jump, or let's say I go for a dash grab or something, I might shield right after. In which case you can get like guns, I guess Rainstorm, like the jump out of guns, just to get some damage on me, potentially get a juggle situation or a tech chase going too. So a little bit more guns, and still it's unfortunate that this is just how the matchup really is. If you really want to try and impose your will, then you can, but this is just kind of same thing for me. If I want to do that and you want to sit back, then I'm going to get destroyed. Kind of like the first game, to be honest. All right.